So I was at this party last night with some friends, and this guy comes up to me and he says, "You're so beautiful, can I have your number?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Oh, playing hard to get." And I said, "No, I'm simply not interested in you." And he said, "Why can't you just be nice and give me your number?" And I said, "Why did I think of that? I changed my mind all of a sudden. Of course you can have my number. Let me put it in your phone for you." And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yes, but it might take a couple minutes because I'm a little drunk." And he said, "Take your time." Good thing I wasn't drunk because I was able to find his Venmo app right away. So I put my phone number in there, and suddenly I'm $5,000 richer. And I'm wondering, how on earth did that happen? Did I do that? Yes, I know I wasn't entitled to, and he definitely would have said no, but I took it anyway. I guess I just can't seem to take no for an answer.
And this is what happens to young women when their role models are people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Ariana Grande, basically all of these singing strippers who really, beyond lacking talent, are really not very good people, right? They tend to be very terrible people and very hostile towards men. If you notice the tonality of this girl in her little rant there, and I know that she's kind of doing a parody of somebody else's video, so I understand that, but the fact that she is regurgitating the same message that some guy at a party basically just wanted her phone number and he was attracted to her and he liked her and he worked up the courage to talk to her. Her response to that is to grab his phone and steal his Venmo and Venmo herself $5,000. If that's not a terrible person, if that's not being a terrible human being, then I don't know what is. But this is the message that is being propagated to a lot of young females these days, is to bash men, to hate men, men suck, go ahead and do them dirty, girl, because they're all evil anyway, even though we built everything in society. We keep society safe, right? We die in all the wars. We die building everything. No. Who cares about that? Let's go ahead and annihilate men, destroy them, take advantage of them at any turn you possibly can. This is a message that is being sent to young females today. And you guys need to be aware of this so that you do not get taken advantage of, okay? So you do not get manipulated by one of these females just because they're female, because you've been brainwashed since birth to believe that, basically women are these innocent little princesses that can do no wrong. They're very fragile, they're very innocent, and you need to be there for them, you need to save them, you need to help them, and I'm telling you different. Okay? There are very few women out there like that left that you've been brainwashed to believe are the majority of women out there. The majority of women out there, quote unquote modern women, have been brainwashed with a dangerous ideology that is called feminism, right? Or Marxism, and all of it is designed to destroy the patriarchy. That's what's behind all of this. If you look at everything in media, society, Hollywood, late night talk show hosts, everything is, the underlying tone, the subtext is bring down men, bring down the patriarchy, empower women, empower the matriarchy, so to speak, right? There's never been a single civilization, by the way, that has ever thrived under a matriarchy, ever. The reason for that is not because, women have never had their chance. It's because women were never designed for that by nature, by God, right? God did not design women to have that ability to lead, build, and maintain society, right? Men are the builders of society. That's just the way God intended it. That's the way nature intended it. And that's the way it is. But you have all of these, dare I say, evil entities these days, and a lot of them don't realize that they are evil or they're doing evil, trying to bring down men. And they do it in very little subtle ways. Just something as simple as this girl's coaching video is evidence of that, right? You see that she's talking about a guy who innocently saw her and thought she was attractive and liked her. And again, he worked up the nerve to go ask her for her digits, right? And instead of her just politely saying, no, no, thank you, I'm not interested, thank you so much. Instead, she's like, let me do this guy dirty. Let me get his Venmo app and let me Venmo myself $5,000 out of his hard-earned money. And that makes me an empowered female. That makes me, the champion. And it's like, no, that just makes you a thief. That makes you a crook. That makes you a criminal. And beyond that, that makes you a bad person. Okay? But these days in society, we want to turn good into evil and evil into good. So that's why things are so upside down right now, and people can't see what's good versus what's evil. They can't tell the difference between bad and good anymore. Very, very sad. But it's little like videos like hers that are sending the message to other women that, hey, this behavior is okay. You could do this to other people so long as they're men, right? It's okay if they're men. We could take advantage of them as long as they're men. And it's sending that type of message that is very dangerous for young girls who are impressionable, who don't know any better. Okay? And I get the fact that she's probably trying to be a little facetious with her video, and she's just trying to be like, ha ha ha. But again, you could feel, right? You can feel that underlying tone of hostility towards men. It's like, why are you even dating men? You clearly don't like them, right? You clearly have a problem with them. And not to get too woo-woo about this topic, but a lot of it boils back down to, on a spiritual level, is they reject their own fathers. They might have been raised by a single mother. Most cases that's the case, right? In most situations, they've been raised by a single mom, and the single mom usually bashes the father. So already she's being raised with a thought process that is geared towards not liking men, right? And a lot of these girls, not surprisingly, especially these days, reject God, right? A lot of these girls, like, you see their dating profile, back even just 10 years ago or 15 years ago, they'd be like, in their dating profile, they put whether they're Christian, Catholic, or whatever denomination they were. Now, they don't even put that, do they? What do girls put under religion if they're even the least bit religious? They put spiritual, but not religious. Spiritual, but not religious, right? They have to try to be more eccentric than everyone else. Oh, I'm different. Look, I'm special. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. I don't believe in the church. At the very core of that is a rejection of their own fathers, right? A rejection of God, because basically men are a representation of God, right? We are representations of God, whereas, I hate to say it, like, women are really representations of Satan according to the Bible, because if we go back to the story of Adam and Eve, Eve ate from the forbidden tree. She was tricked by the serpent, who was Satan, right? Satan came in the form of a serpent, and he deceived Eve into eating the forbidden fruit. And in turn, she went and deceived Adam, telling Adam, like, hey, this serpent just told me we could be just like God. We could be just like him and have the same powers if we just eat from the forbidden tree. And of course, Adam, he got manipulated by the woman. They ate the forbidden fruit, and the rest is history, right? The world's upside down now, all because of this. So, told you I was going to go on a little spiritual rant there, but at the very core of it, you see the hostility towards men. In a lot of these types of, like, especially these TikTok vids lately, like, girls like this are uploading, because you look at the very core of their beliefs and their values, and it's like, hey, these girls have been taught to hate men at the end of the day, right? And you could sense in their videos too. You could sense that hostility, even in this girl's video. You cannot sit there and tell me you cannot sense the hostility in her tone. Even if she's trying to be, like I said, facetious about it, you can sense that underlying tonality that she does not like men. Even though she is probably still dating men, right? She's probably still dating men, but the underlying tone is she does not like men. This is the type of girl that will completely annihilate her boyfriend after they break up. She will try to like run a smear campaign on him. She'll try to like, you know, destroy him, maybe file like a false restraining order, or like call the cops on him, or do him dirty that way, just because she has that underlying hatred towards men. And it's always these girls who came from single, like fatherless households, right? They came from a household where there was no father, and their dad was not around, or their dad neglected them, or maybe they even had a weak father figure, right? And they never saw a proper representation of what a man should be. That's why they don't have any respect for men, right? So you get girls like this doing these little TikTok vids, and I'm sure she has others like them, where it's basically, you know, kicking men in the nuts and going, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, I took his money, ha ha ha, he wanted my number, ha ha ha, I took his money. Imagine if this was reversed and some guys, like guys out there were doing videos like, oh, this girl, she liked me, she had a crush on me, I got her phone, dude, I got her phone, I PayPal'd myself, I got her PayPal password, I PayPal'd myself all of her money, bro, I PayPal'd myself all of her money, she's broke now, she's broke. You would be on the 6 o'clock news, and before that story would go viral, right? But these girls, it's just par for the course. I mean, these girls could do millions of those videos and no one will say a word about it. They'll be like, hey, that type of behavior is A-okay, girl. It is okay, because men suck and men deserve it. No, I'm telling you different, telling you different. As always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of her little evil rant there about stealing this guy's Venmo and taking his money, as well as my own retort to her behavior. Drop those comments below, share, let me know what you think of all this and just the state of these females today, these young females. Let me know what you think. Love to read your comments. It's always very entertaining. It's always hilarious, so drop them below. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Also, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. It tells YouTube that you are loving my videos, you're digging it. You want me to come out here to Vegas even more and shoot more coaching videos for you that can help you, educate you, and take you to the next level in life. Take you into a whole new dimension that the mainstream parents, teachers, society never, ever taught you about, never even told you about, because they themselves weren't aware of it. Right? So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. I kid you not, every single week, no matter what chaos is going on in the world, no matter what nonsense is going on out there, we are still making things happen. That is the absolute best way to support my work, by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. It's only $1. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.